Hello everyone, welcome to my another episode of Student Living Experience. And in this episode, I have invited a guest from Turku. So I told many times that Turku is a big city, and after Helsinki and Tampere, Turku is one of the biggest city in Finland, and there are many students living in Turku. So I thought to invite a student from Turku, and today we will ask him about Turku, about living experience in Turku, how to find jobs, and how is the weather and everything about Turku. So guys, let's welcome Mr. Istiak from Bangladesh, and he is living in Turku. So Istiak, welcome to you. Welcome to you in my YouTube interview. So I hope you are doing well. So could you please introduce yourself to the viewers about yourself?
Yeah, thank you, Moses. Hello, everyone. My name is Ishtiak, and I'm from Bangladesh, and I'm studying in Finland. And as he mentioned, the city name is Turku. So, yeah, hello.
So, Ishtiak, could you please tell about your university in Turku?
Yeah, sure. So I'm studying maritime management captain. It's the institute called Abu Amare, and it's part of Novia University of Applied Sciences. And it has several campuses in Finland. Novia University of Applied Sciences is the largest Swedish-speaking university or applied sciences university in Finland. And in Turku, we have two campuses. One is dedicated for the maritime education, and another one is general study. And yeah, we have two language in our school. Mainly, either there are a few subjects we can study in Swedish or in English. And so my campus is in Turku.
Okay, so how about the tuition fees? Uh, is it too high in that university if somebody, a student, want to study in Novia University?
That's actually a good question. As many of us, we already know that since 2017, well, actually, that's the year I came in, and they introduced tuition fees. And I'm doing the bachelor, and almost all the bachelor courses cost about 6,000 euro in Novia University of Applied Sciences. However, uh, there is a scholarship scheme, and it applies like in the beginning of the year. Students who are outside of European Union and who has to pay tuition fees, we pay 6,000 euro. End of the year, the university check the progress of our study, and if we completed 55 credit in one academic year, so then they give back us 50% of that. So in that sense, it about 3,000 euro for a student
Per
to
year?
study in this university per year. Yeah.
Yeah, great. So it's not much. 3,000 euro per year is, it's okay. It's reasonable to study
Yeah,
in
it is
Europe.
reasonable.
Yeah. So I would like to ask, how did you find Finland, and what was your motivation to move to Finland?
Well, that's a long story. I try to keep it short.
Yeah, yeah.
When back, I was in Bangladesh, and after I have done my intermediate studies, it was very hard to get a study place in Bangladesh because it's highly competitive, and I can't choose what I want to study. And for some reason, the sea has been a field of my choice. I was very much interested there, and I wanted to work on big vessels. In that sense, I was watching some YouTube videos, and in back in 2014, before I moved in Finland, and there was one video like on that time, one ship, Voices of the Seas, that was the world's largest vessel, and I was watching the documentary, and It was built in near Turku. That's the first time I heard, okay, in this world there is a city, there is a country who make built like the largest vessels. So that was my link up. And then I have been searching for, and I figured out, okay, there is very good maritime education in Turku also. And so that's how I connected and
Yeah,
I'm here.
great. So it's a nice starting point, of course, in Finland for you. So let me ask you about yes, about living experience in Turku. So what do you think about Turku city, and how do you know about how many foreigners live in Turku? Can you share the experience living in Turku city?
I have my own experience about this. Like when I was choosing, okay, where to go to get my higher education, then Finland, then considering other cities, and uh, Turku is the first capital of Finland. Before Helsinki, Turku was the first capital. So it's like a medieval city, and Turku is also one of the warmest city
Okay.
in Finland. And the location is on the southwest part of this country, and we have here how many two three four higher educational, like University of Turku,
Universities.
Obo Academy, Novia University of Applied Sciences, then Turku University of Applied Sciences. So in this case, I think after Helsinki, Turku has the bigger amount of universities among whole Finland, and approximately
I think Vasa has more than more universities than Turku, because Vasa has, I think, 7 universities almost. Yeah,
wow,
so it's a small
I
city
beg
in Vasa.
pardon.
Yeah, no problem, but I just want to mention this information. So but in a bigger like city, of course Turku is one of the biggest city in Finland. Yeah, can you continue?
Yeah, I'm not sure approximately how many students are living in Turku, but it is one of the biggest number,
Yeah,
at least several thousand
yeah,
students, and every year Turku city get at least several hundred foreign students who came for exchange studies from different part of the world. So it is a very student-friendly city, I would say.
how about Swedish speaking Finns? uh, how many percent like Swedish speaking Finns living there? Do you know that?
Um, I do
I
not know
heard
the
that
exact
there are many
statistics.
Swedish speaking people, they are living in Turku.
Yeah, Turku and this archipelago area is quite famous for like there are so many people who are Finns, but their mother tongue is Swedish, and
Yeah,
that was earlier I wanted to mention, like the Obo Academy. It's
yeah,
dedicated and for the Swedish-speaking Finns. So their main study they offer in Swedish, and also like the Novia University of Applied Sciences, what is my school, and it is also like for mainly Swedish-speaking Finns. And beside that, they offer some English-speaking course.
yeah,
So there are many Swedish-speaking Finns here living in Turku.
great. So how about the uh, rent, like student hostel rent? Is it expensive there?
Um, in Turku, there are student housing areas is arranged by Turku Student Housing Association. In
Okay,
Finnish, it's TYS, we call the short form.
okay,
And for a student, it costs on average 220 to 430 euro to get an apartment. It depends how big apartment they need.
yeah,
But about on average 250 euro is okay for the living cost, just for the housing rent
For a
in Turku.
single student.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, great. That's not expensive. I think it's almost similar to Helsinki, 200 to 250, something like that for a single student.
Yeah,
If
a single
yeah,
student can live very well with that amount of money.
yeah. So share your experience about finding jobs in Turku. So how did you find your first job?
Well, uh, as I said, there is a very good community of students living in Turku, and there are many students from Bangladesh. They live here. So first, when I arrived here, I already found people from my own home country, and they provided me some job options I should look for. And in Turku, we have the harbor, and I guess students who decided to work and study at the same time, like more than 50% goes their first job place in the harbor. And we have the Viking Line, Silja Line, the terminal, the ferry goes from Turku to Stockholm and in different places. And I found my first job there. And for any student, I'm living in Turku for more than 4 years now, and I never seen a student are suffering without any job.
Wow, that's
We-
great.
yeah, we always can find a job, and there is quite many cleaning companies, and there is as well food delivery company, courier. If you have a bike, it's just okay, you will find a job.
Wow, that's great.
So yeah,
So how much
it's just
somebody or a student can earn if someone goes to work in Viking Line, or maybe you are talking about that ship. So if a student start to work there, how much they can earn per month?
uh, the working in the Viking line or Celia line in the harbor is very suitable for students' schedule.
Okay.
Uh, if I want to describe specifically the work hour in the morning, like from 6 to 8, 8:30, around that time, and in the evening from 7:30 till 9 p.m. Only these two time, and that timetable is very suitable for like almost any student. And if somebody works there for 6 days or 7 days a week in a month, he easily can earn up to 800, 900 euro easily. And the average living cost in Turku as a student, if he lives in a student apartment, it doesn't exceed like more than 7 to 900 euro. They can live very well here.
Okay. 7 to 900. Yeah, this looks okay, because when I used to live in Vasa, of course, I didn't spend that much. I spent maybe 450 to 500 per month. That was my living expenses. Okay, but it depends on person to
It
person.
depends.
Yeah,
Yeah.
how you live. If you want to live like, if you want to spend money like a Finn, of course you can spend, but sometimes we don't spend money like a Finn. So if a Finnish guy goes to a shop, they will buy meat like which cost maybe 20 euro per kilo. Like the beef, if you want to buy some kind, I have seen like 32 euro per kilo. It's a beef from maybe Ireland or from some other European country. I have seen like 32 euro per kilo. That's too expensive for me. I will never buy that. But I have seen people are buying. I have seen people are buying salmon fish, like they're like they cost maybe per kilo 20 to 25 euro salmon fish. So, and I always look for discount. When there will be a discount to the shop, then I will go and buy. When it would be like
We
seven to,
all do that.
yeah.
I mean, my point was I never felt in Turku. I didn't had to work that longer hours. I could keep my education, I could keep my study pace in the same way, and I never felt like, okay, I'm lack of money. I mean, I said like maximum 700 to 900, and you
Yeah,
can find like all your needs as a
that
student
is true.
here.
Yeah. Yeah. So, how about language barriers? Like, if you live in Turku, like, did you face like you need to speak Finnish or Swedish?
Actually, as it is a student-friendly city, and almost everyone, they understand English, like the much amount we need to interact our everyday life. I never faced any problem about that. So English is totally okay. And some Finnish word, like everybody, whoever coming Finland, like moi, mitä kuuluu, it is kiitos. We everybody know that. So
Some
language barrier
basic
is not
words.
a hard part here.
Yeah, great. That sounds great. That student does not has to worry about language, Finnish language or Swedish language. That is good things. So, how about the cultural shock? Can you share your experience between the Western culture, like Finnish culture and like Bangladeshi culture? How do you explain this cultural shock?
Uh, I guess it's well, I knew that I'm from Bangladesh, and I had no idea how is the culture here. So there's always been a shock, and but I was prepared to. Uh, I was ready, like whatever it's coming, eh, what it is, it is. It wasn't that bad, or it was just like it's different. The school, how uh, I thought like, okay, I go to school and they're gonna be a big field and students are gathering and they're like gossiping this and that, but that doesn't go in Scandinavian
Okay,
infrastructure at all. So Finnish people are generally quiet. They don't like much gathering except on weekend or in a party. So that was kind of surprising for me because everybody keep their distance. One thing I must have to mention about student life in Turku is the transportation system in Turku is very well. Like I can go from anywhere from this part of the city to another part of the city, like less than half an hour, and I'll get a bus, and there is bike service, and the transportation system is very well here. Mm, the cultural shock, uh, well, the food was an issue for me.
okay,
Finnish food, they don't use much spices, so it was very tough for me to adjust with the food culture here in Finland. Although there is several student restaurant here, and they also offer the student discount price for, but um, I had to suffer with the food issue. Otherwise, I didn't face much trouble here.
okay. How about like uh, daily product cost? Like, did you get surprised when you went to a super shop or store and you see like the prices are like some prices are really high? Did you have this kind of shock?
Yeah, yeah, it is actually. Like there are several shops we call like the car market, MS market, Lidl, and there are some Asian shop where we can find all our
Daily
deshi food,
products,
you know,
daily products.
there. Yeah. So some products, like example for Coca-Cola, if I go to one market, the price of Coca-Cola could be like this, and then another shop that could be lower. So there is variation, and Mostly Lidl and Asian shops, like, well, when there is a student and there is our community and we already know like the daily product price on that shop, it is a little bit lower, like what I usually would need. So yeah, it varies actually.
Yeah. So this was your shock. Yes, when I can share one experience. So when I came to Vasa, so I went to Vasa for studying Vasa University of Applied Science. And when I went there, when I went to shop, and I saw some foods are like 7 to 10 euros. And sometimes I got like shocked when I went to shop. I was always comparing between Bangladesh products, between Bangladesh and Finland. But this will happen in the beginning. Okay. So, and now I don't have this kind of habit anymore. I don't compare, because at a time, like after 1 year or after a few months, you will get used to with this country. But first few months it was a shock for me. I was always comparing product price between Bangladesh and Finland. Well, this will happen to everyone if you're from Asian countries, but later after a
Yeah,
few months
this will happen. Like as I said, my first work was I had to wake up at 6, and then I came in the autumn, so the daylight getting shorter. I catch the bus, I go, I want to grab a coffee, and when I see the price is like, okay, €2.50 or €3. Sometimes it depends on the shops. Like I start to like, oh my god, so 300 in BDT for a cup of coffee. And first few days I tried to avoid like that. When I do that calculation, it is
yeah,
very hard to
to buy
make my
something.
mind that okay, I'm gonna go and buy this cup of coffee and for this much money. But yeah, by time it will get adjusted. Nowadays I don't do that anymore because I don't want to compare. Like
Yeah.
it is a shock. Yeah.
Yeah. So share your experience about Finnish weather. What do you think about weather in Turku, or in general about weather in Finland?
In general, I think I would never forget the first day I came in Finland. It was 2nd of September on 2017. I just, when my airplane is landing and I can see like, oh my God, it looks quite gray. And I mean, in the middle of somewhere, there is no one, something like that. And when I just came out of the airport and the wind, it's literally, it felt quite cold. And I was wearing all of my clothes I took from Bangladesh, but the temperature was only like plus 15 degrees Celsius in says that is winter season in Bangladesh. But nowadays it feels like summer. In Turku, most of the time of the year, it, as I said, is one of the warmest city, the most warmest city in Turku, in Finland. It doesn't get much snow in the winter time. During my past 4 years of living here, uh, end of December, just about after the Christmas, we see some snow in Turku and it stays for a while. But due to current climate change, I would say in the winter time on average, it could be +2, 3, and in the lowest, it could be like -6, 5, 7. Although last year it went until -31, but it doesn't stay for a longer period, maybe 2 days, 3 days, or 1 week. Otherwise, like the coldest temperature could be -10, -15, but it doesn't stay for long.
Okay.
And in the summertime, it could reach more than 30 degree, and there gonna be all the sunshine, and there could be sun like almost all over the night. We call midnight sun. The weather is so beautiful here. It's green everywhere, and we have the sea, the archipelago. There are many places students could, they can never end up visiting all the places.
Wow. I should
And
visit
both in
someday.
summer, Yeah, of course you should come. The archipelago, they are so nice in the summer and
Yeah,
winter. Like there are so many things to do, and the nature is not so bad. Only like the dark period I'm
yeah,
concerned about. This upcoming period we say in Finnish like kaamuus, when neither it is dark, neither there is light. It could be raining for several days, and the sky is gray with no sign of the sunshine. That's the lower
bad
point for
side.
this
That's the
bad
bad
side.
side
Yeah. Um,
of this weather, I would say.
yeah, but it 1 month, 2 month. So when the snow comes, everybody become happy again.
Yeah,
It's livable. We
yeah,
survive,
of
and
course it's livable.
everyone will survive.
Yeah. So I will not ask many questions. I think we have already gone through so many things in about Finland or living in Turku. So I would like to ask you, like, do you have any advice to the new students or newcomers who wish to uh, move to Finland or who wish to study in Finland?
Um, when I wanted to move in Finland, I was calculating some, or I was thinking about what would happen. Like the statistics, Finland offers the best education around the world. It's the happiest country in a row. It's the safest country. It is in the Scandinavian area. Like there is very less amount of corruption. Uh, I was even thinking in this way: if there's gonna be a third world war in future, they say it's gonna be because of fresh water, and Finland has one of the highest reserve of fresh water. Finland has the highest amount of forest among the any other European countries, and in overall ranking, Finland is currently the best place in the world to live. So anyone who wants to come here as a student or whatever they want to live here, I think that's a very wise decision, and it will be fruitful for their whole life, at least in our lifetime. And Finland, Turku, Helsinki, wherever city they are coming, like I hope all the listeners they follow your channel regularly and they know they have idea about the cities. Like yeah, every city, everywhere it's okay to live in, and no one will regret about it. I mean, if somebody has some plan, okay, I want to study, I want to go there as a student, he already have some mindset up. Okay, I'm ready to face what I never experienced before. So they only need that motivation. Whatever comes, it won't stay long. And I hope they will be adjust with the country, with the society, and with everything within the first couple of months. And so everyone is welcome, and there is nothing much to worry about if they can find a study place in bigger cities, Helsinki, Turku. Well, they don't have to worry much about finding any job. I mean, they will survive with their
Yeah.
earning, and it's a very nice decision, and everyone is welcome. And we are here. Our brother, he is very helpful. He making
Yeah,
this
thank you.
videos to giving all the information. I wish you did this kind of things before I came
You have to
here, so
tell
I
my
would know
subscriber,
much
hey,
more things.
subscribe to my YouTube channel.
Yeah, of course they should.
I'm kidding, okay? Yeah. So I think, yeah, we are almost at the end. So it was a nice experience to take your interview. So I think now everyone, every viewers or subscriber to my channel, if they watch this video, they can know about Turku, and they can decide if they want to study in Turku. And I think it would be a great decision if you get a study place in Turku, because there are available job opportunities, there are good weather, and good, like, beautiful places to visit. So it would be interesting if you go to study in Turku. And one more thing, whenever you arrive to Finland, just find your native people. Okay, if you're from Bangladesh, look for Bangladeshi people and make network. Okay, so networking is uh, one of the things I will recommend everyone to make, because you can get your first job very fast and very easily, because of networking, because your native people, your friends, they can help you to find a job for you. That is important things to remember. Okay, and
Yeah,
others.
because they know, like when I came here, what problem was the first problem for me? As I said, for me, the weather or whatever, it could be different for different people, but for me, the food was a kind of a shock. Like I couldn't take the taste, and I was like, so the people from our own community, like Bangladesh, they know like what I need. So they recommend me, okay, go there. You have to go there. There is one, the Asian shop or something. You will find this. Like they know what I will need in the
Yeah,
beginning. So
yeah,
networking is the best
very
part. Like
first thing you should do. Yeah, so thank you, Ishtiak, for giving your valuable time to my YouTube subscriber and to my YouTube channel. It is a great honor to take your interview today, and hopefully you will do good in future. And best of luck and best wishes for your future study. And thank you, everyone, for watching this video. Hopefully, this video will help you a lot in your future decision. Or if you are living in Finland already, of course, you can know about Turku. And yes, so if you like my video, please thumbs up on my video. And if you are new to my channel, please consider subscribing to my YouTube channel. This will motivate me to make more videos like this. And I will see you to my next video. Have a nice day. Take care and bye bye.